Hi guys, Bradley from B-Rad TV, and today I want to show you something new and different. Tarot cards. Tarot cards. Now, I'm not religious, I don't believe in magic or superstition, I need proof for everything. So I definitely don't believe in the divine power of an ancient magic world order and wonder. I don't mean to cause offence to anyone out there who does believe in the magic of tarot cards, whatever that is to you. But I do want to start with a little story. Walking around London, there was like a lady sat down somewhere, and it had a sign saying free tarot card readings, and she was looking up into the world, looking for somebody to come over and speak to her. So I thought, well, I've never had a tarot card reading before, I don't believe in any of this, let's see what's going to happen. So I went over there, she says a few things and looks at some cards. She refers to a book because she's still practicing. I'm happy to let her do that and practice. She's given me her time and her experience and her expertise. And no, she didn't predict anything or get anything right or wow me or convince me into believing. But I did walk away from that thinking about part of my life that I might have liked to change. Just because of things she had said, it just made me think about something. I then forgot all about it pretty much. I then got on with my life, and I knew that this part of my life I wanted to change. I got on with things, did it, changed it, and within a couple of weeks, essentially what she had said had come true. Because she had said something that had made me think about something in my life, sort of a review or a checklist in my head, something I wanted to change. I then went out and did it. Now, it's not because she predicted it, but because of something she said, that sparked the ball rolling in my mind of the Rube Goldberg device going on up here that made me want to change something, and I went out and did it. So, technically, something she said came true eventually. And that got me wondering, that got me curious. Now, I don't think it was magic at all. I think it's because she said something that made me think, and then I made decisions, choices, did the work, and changed things. That said, I ordered these cheap off Amazon. I think they're about £20. They look very colourful. I can appreciate the artwork that's gone into them. And this is now, I was going to say this would be my first thing that I've done. I did one before I did the video just to see exactly how it was and if I could make sense of it to explain it to you. Let's open this up. So here's the book I'm going to be referring to for all the information because I don't know anything. Here's the box which I'm going to put on the floor. I read somewhere when I was looking up how to do this, you should keep them in an oak box because of the spirits and things. Now, they got delivered by a guy called Bob, probably, from Amazon in a cardboard box. So I don't know what Amazon kept them in at the head office or what sort of special printer they were printed on, wherever they were printed, but unless it was an oak printer and it's special ink, I'm damned to the fires of tarot hell for not storing them in the correct way. I'm more intrigued, and the reason I bought them is because the things she was saying, it sort of covered different aspects of your life, and it made me think about things that maybe I wasn't thinking about. So rather than thinking of them as magic divination cards, I would think of them as random life checklist, audit, review cards. I don't know, not audit, I don't want to sound like a Scientologist, but imagine that each one of these cards is some odd little area of your life that you're not thinking about. Now if you put that card down, rather than thinking, oh, the divine spirits have predicted this, you can accept at face value that this is a card that, for example, says work on it, and I put that down, and you're not thinking about a new career you wanted, and then suddenly now you would think about it. So think about it logically, more as random, fact and objective target cards. How it works, you essentially lay the cards down in something called a spread, and you have a work, life, relationship, happiness, goals, different areas, and whatever card you put down, that will apply to that area of your life. It's getting windy. I want my robe. My tarot reading robe. No, I haven't gone out and bought a tarot reading robe. This is still my Jedi costume. I've done all these videos at the same time while I'm dressed as a Jedi. Shuffled. Let's do this. Okay, there are major arcana, minor arcana and court cards. How the cards are set up: major arcana, big powerful picture cards, minor arcana that are like the suits, and the court cards that I think are like the jacks, the kings and the queens. And there are 4 suits here. So think of like normal cards, club, hearts, spades, diamonds, but these suits are wands, cups, swords and pentacles. Now pentacles are coins, discs or stones. Okay, let's just do this. We're not too worried about that because we're just going to look up each card's description and tell you what it means. Okay, there's not much room here, but we're going to get on with this. We're doing something called the daily spread, which is 5 cards. Okay, so let's just put these cards down in a cross-shaped pattern. We'll put the top one there because I don't have much room, and that's the right-hand one right there. Now we don't need these. Let's get rid of them. Okay, so position number 1 is this one here. Works, it pertains to things you accomplish in the day, whether a job or a personal task. And we have got the 10 of Pentacles, and it is a picture of a mouse with a box of diamonds and stuff. Okay, so the 10 of Pentacles. This reflects the end of a cycle. You've learnt to take care with everything you learn. You've invested in what you want, and you're ready to move on to something new. Just as you received a gift to start off with, why not share this with someone else? Be aware of holding on to things that you'll never use again. The tennis racket was great while you played, now pass it on to someone else. I could delve into my life and think I'm making this video for you, I'm passing on my good feelings to you. Oh, it's windy. I think that's something would tend to... God damn it! I might name this video, Idiot Uses Tarot Cards for the First Time. I've reached the end of a cycle. Well, a few weeks ago I changed some career things and I've got some new things coming up on the horizon, but that's no different to any other time in my life, unfortunately. How would I use that to help myself in the future? I guess just the fact in here. Just that sentence. Just as you received a gift, why not share it with somebody else? I guess that's a nice thing. So if I wasn't doing that, I guess I'd take that into my life. So, but then that's not the cards, that's this book that somebody has written. If they hadn't written that one little sentence there, I would have nothing to take from that, unfortunately. So, but then they have. So maybe it's all come together through the powers of divination, and now you can take home today that as you have received a gift, you should share it with somebody else. So I think that is actually a good one. We'll take that one as a victory with regards to work. How does that apply to work? That doesn't apply to work. And number 2 is home. It reflects people and activities connected with your home and life. Excellent. So that was the one on the right. There, the bottom 2 is this one here. The 7 of Wands, and it's a man in a nice pink hat, a nice costume, holding a stick. So the 7 of Wands with regards to home life. Each time it sort of describes the picture on the card, it tells me exactly what's going on in the picture. His understanding is imperfect, but his convictions carry him through. I guess that's everybody on the planet, I would hope. No one would think they are perfect, but your convictions follow you through and you do what you want. You're asked to defend your actions and your beliefs, do not fear the attack. Use the questions raised to clarify your understanding. If you find your stance is wrong, admit defeat and refine your beliefs so that it will stand up to examination. That's a non-card. That's a non-card. It doesn't make sense. That is an absolute non-card. Defend your beliefs. If somebody questions you, answer the questions, and if you're wrong, admit defeat. That again, I hope that's everybody on the planet. I hope that if someone asks you about your beliefs, you're more than happy to talk to them about it, and you can stand up to the questioning and answer them. If you strongly believe in something and you're convicted to your ideas, you should be able to do that. This is, again, there's like just one little point there, and that is it. Nothing magical there, I'm afraid. Right, let's move on to the next one. Next one is the top one. That one there that's blowing towards me, that was quite ominous. And it's the unexpected, which indicates surprises and unexpected events. And it is the Queen of Wands. And let's see what the stay still cards. The Queen of Wands, what's she up to? She's ready for action and actively scanning the horizon, seeking it out. Your passion is quietly contained but ready to burst any minute. You're seeking an outlet for your energy. Well, that's always me. I can see where that might not be everybody. I've met people who aren't enthused and don't like doing things and aren't ready to burst with passion. But yep, that would describe me, but then it would also describe billions of other people, I reckon. Maybe in the form of a new project or helping someone with an unexplained idea, an exciting undertaking. Now this is a point here that might be the sort of thing that you could take away if I was to sit here and say to you, oh, maybe there's a new project in your life, or you're thinking of helping somebody. You could just have a little inkling of something in your head, and just the fact that another human being has told you something, has given you an energy boost that made you think about it more than that had happened. That's the first point where I could see you could take something away from this practically that would change your life, that you could say in a month's time, wow, I went to a tarot reader and they said this was going to happen, and it did, because it's pushed you to do something. So there, a new project or helping a friend with an exciting undertaking. About doing the activity for the love of it, sort of like the video I did on doing something that you love to do. So that's another sort of good thing you can take away, is to do something that you want to do. So that's, I guess, the first one that is sort of practical steps you can take that might change your life. The Queen of Wands. The next one, number 4, your role. It represents your mood, actions and reactions to events that fill your day. The 4 of Swords. It's got darker and windier and it looks like it's going to rain. I wonder if I've accidentally conjured up some bad juju and I'm going to get struck by lightning. We shall see. That would make for an interesting video. Okay, the 4 of Swords. It's a picture of a worn-out soldier who is finding rest in a quiet, bricked-up area. For the moment, he is safe from battle. You need time to regroup. Although your situation is problematic, you won't resolve it until you take some time out. Take time out to meditate, review the situation, find your centre, recharge your strength, and figure out how to best solve the problem. Okay, now that I think is another good one. You could take... That's just advice though, isn't it? That's not exactly predicting anything. Everyone is always dealing with stuff all the time. I doubt there's anybody in the world who doesn't need time to regroup. So it's a bit null and void, because again, it's just talking about any person doing anything. Taking time out at any point of your life is good, whether you're super busy or not super busy. Take out time for yourself to regroup. That's general life advice. Saying that though, if you're not doing it and a tarot reader turned around and told you to do it, and then you did take time out to regroup, and then you solved all your problems because you'd looked at them objectively or relaxed a little bit and calmed down, then in a few weeks' time you could have sorted your problems, and suddenly you might think, wow, the tarot reader was right. By taking time out, I solved my problems. That I believe in the magic of tarot cards. So that would be a logical breakdown of that. But then it is a good point. Again, it's this book with the answers. That is a very good point. So I don't know if tarot cards are being marketed wrong for idiots like me that don't believe in it. They should be approached as some sort of general self-help, well, random self-help, that's it, sort of like a calendar, one a day. This is more like lucky dip self-help advice. You're not going to balance your entire life out or solve all your problems, but by doing this randomly, you might think about something that you hadn't thought about. Okay, last one now, number 5, the outcome. It shows the outcome of the day. So after all my regrouping and working, my outcome is the Page of Swords. Right, it's a young-looking gentleman with a sword. A young man attempts to stand confidently and proudly, but his face is actually a little bit nervous. He's carrying a very large sword though, so who wouldn't be nervous? It's sort of saying here. You're ready to face a new challenge. The theory and logic is clear to you, and you have the tools you need, and you know how to do it. But you still feel scared. Your fear isn't unusual though. There's no substitute for experience, and that's something you don't have at this point. It's just saying that you're ready to face a new challenge, you have the tools for the job, but you're nervous because you don't have the experience. I don't understand. That's just a statement again. That's just a Blair statement. That if you are at a point in your life where you are doing something new and you feel that way, they'd be commenting on it. I guess that for people who aren't as aware or in tune with their feelings, that they'd be feeling scared and they'd be panicked, and then if I was to turn around and say, no, your fear is justified, you have all the tools you need, the cards have told me so, they'd take faith in that, and then they'd believe it because they thought there was some they'd think there was some sort of spiritual credential to it, maybe. Not impressed with the Page of Swords. No. Right, so that there's a tarot reading was not very good, as you can probably tell. What can we take away from it though? We could take away being ready for a new challenge, we could take away starting a new project you've been thinking about, and passing on your abundance, passing on the experience and the things that you have in your life that you're good at, that you have achieved, you pass them on to someone else. You can probably see from that how I changed something in my life according to something I was said. They said something, I acted on it, the thing changed. In the same way something I've said today, you can act on and your life will change. And it's sort of, I can't say that it doesn't work, because I've done a tarot reading and you've changed something, and then something has changed because of the cards that I've pulled and what I've read in this book. So I can't really say it didn't work because I did change something, but then in the sense that it's magically predicting the future and magically changing stuff. It is not magically changing it. It's not magically changing your life. It's randomly. There is mathematical. I don't know how. There's 52 cards in this deck. I don't know. There's a 1 in 52 chance you'd get a card that would say embark on a new project with a friend, and then you would hear that and go, wow, do it, and then your life would change. So that's not exactly bad odds. 1 in 52 of getting a card like that. The deck I've been using, you can get on Amazon UK for about £20. The Ciro Marchetti and a companion book by Barbara Moore, The Gilded Tarot. Yeah, they're lovely looking cards, and I'd love to play around with them and even learn a few things and have it as a novelty thing, to have it as a party trick. With regards to auditing my life, I'm not a Scientologist, I think that maybe not doing it in a spread like that and looking at it as work, life and home. Maybe just randomly pick 3 cards, look it up in the book and see if there's any life advice in the book to follow. And use it as a sort of random self-help checklist to try and make my life better, see what I can do. Intriguing little adventure there. That's my tarot card reading for you guys. Hopefully there's something there you might be able to change your life with, but please don't put it down to magic, divination or superstition. I don't want to discredit anybody out there who says they can do it for real, but short of somebody providing proof for that. But then the proof is in the fact that I changed my life because of what she said and something happened. Damn! Damn, damn, damn! I can't deny that something changed in my life because of the tarot cards. Oh, but then it's random, it's not magical, that's it. Yeah, it's not a magical thing, it's a random thing. There's a 1 in 52 chance I would get a card that would make her say a certain thing that happened to be something I could relate to. Yeah, there we go, obviously. Well, that's my experience with tarot cards. Hopefully I'm not going to get hit by a bus on the way home or anything strange. Just a bit of fun, guys. I hope I haven't offended anybody who does tarot cards or believes in divination and things like that. But I'm dressed as a Jedi, so I don't really have a leg to stand on. I'm bonkers. So have a good day, guys. Hopefully there's something you could take away and you enjoyed me looking like an idiot. Have an awesome time and B-Rad.